Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into ARG.
Retrieval augmented generation.
Retrieval augmented generation, yeah.
Yeah.
So you might have heard of like AI writing text, like ChatGPT, all that stuff.
Right.
But ARG, this takes it to like a whole new level, It's like AI, but with like real-time research skills.
Yeah.
So imagine
Yeah.
super smart AI that can write, amazing content, but also has a direct line to like all the latest info.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to be unpacking today.
That's right.
So,
What's
right.
fascinating about ARG is that it solves this like big problem that regular AI has,
Oh, okay.
So think of it like this. Even the smartest AI, right?
Yeah.
It's only as good as the information it was trained on.
Right.
So there's this knowledge cutoff date, like an expiration date for its smarts.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
So how does R get around that?
Yeah, RI breaks free from that, right? It's constantly updating its knowledge by pulling information from the real world right as you need it.
Oh, wow. So it's not just stuck in the past. It's like actually learning as it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see why this is such a big deal.
Yeah.
But how does it actually work?
Yeah.
Like, is there...
Well,
Yeah.
the source that we looked at uses a great analogy.
Okay.
It's like a two-step process.
Okay.
You've got, first you've got like the detective phase,
Okay.
and then you've got the storyteller phase.
Okay, I like that.
So in the detective phase, ARGAC acts like a super sleuth.
Oh, okay.
It's like scouring through tons of external data to try and find the most relevant information for your question.
So it's not just using what it already knows, it's actively searching for new clues to like
Exactly.
build a complete picture.
Yeah, build the case,
Okay.
And then comes the storyteller phase.
And so that's where it takes all those clues and like weaves them into a cohesive response that,
Right.
that we can understand.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes that retrieved information and combines it with its existing knowledge to craft this like really comprehensive answer.
Wow.
And it does all this in real time.
That's incredible.
It is, yeah.
It's like having a research assistant and a writer all rolled into one.
Right.
No wonder people are so excited about this.
And there's this really powerful tool called BERT
Okay.
that helps in that detective phase.
Okay.
And it's incredibly good at like sifting through these like mountains of data and pinpointing the most relevant pieces.
Wow. So let's say I ask RAG about like the current stock market. It wouldn't just give me some outdated info from its training data?
No. It would go out and it would pull in up-to-the-minute stock reports, news articles, even social media trends
Wow.
before it crafts its response.
That's seriously impressive.
Yeah, that is.
It's like having an AI that's always on top of like the latest trends.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are some of the like big advantages of using RAG? Like, I know our source highlights a few and I think they're really compelling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
Let's start with accuracy, right?
Okay.
One of the big concerns with AI has always been, the potential for it to hallucinate information, basically make stuff up.
Right.
RAG addresses that head on, right?
Yeah.
It grounds its responses in real-world data.
Oh, okay. So it's like fact-checking itself as it goes.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a huge advantage, especially when you need to be sure you're working with like reliable information.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's not just about being accurate though, right?
Right.
What about like staying up to date?
Yeah, so RAG has this like built-in advantage when it comes to real-time updates.
Okay.
Traditional AI can get stuck with outdated information,
Right.
but RAG is constantly refreshing its knowledge base.
So it's not giving you yesterday's news, it's giving you information that's like as fresh as it gets.
Exactly.
I can see how that would be a game changer in fast-paced fields like, finance or technology or...
Absolutely. Imagine being able to make decisions, right?
Yeah.
Based on the most up-to-the-minute data.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the kind of edge that ARG can provide.
Wow.
And then there's another advantage that I think is really important. That's transparency.
Transparency. How does that come into play with AI?
Well, with traditional AI, right,
Mhm.
it can be really difficult to understand how it arrived at a particular answer.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a black box.
Right.
But ARG offers a level of transparency that's pretty remarkable.
So you can actually see like the sources it used to form its response.
Precisely.
Oh.
Yeah. It can show you like the specific articles, data points, or research papers
Wow.
that informed its answer.
Okay.
So this is huge for building trust
Yeah.
and understanding how the AI arrived at its conclusions.
It's like having a trail of breadcrumbs that leads you back to like
Right.
the source of the information.
Exactly.
That's great for verification.
Yeah, for sure.
And it just makes it much easier to understand the reasoning behind the AI's output.
Right.
Okay, so we've got accuracy,
Wow.
we've got real-time updates, we've got transparency.
Right.
What else makes Ai.Esg. So special?
Well, there's one more advantage that's worth mentioning. Customization.
Okay.
Ai.Esg. Can be tailored to specific needs and industries.
Oh.
It's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
So you could have a version of Ai.Esg. that's like specifically designed for financial analysis, another one for medical research.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
And so on.
And you can even go a step further, right?
Okay.
And customize it for your own company, your organization.
Oh, okay.
So imagine a version of Ai.Esg. That's trained on your internal data, your specific processes, and your industry's unique language.
That's incredibly powerful.
It is.
It's like having an AI that understands your business inside and out.
It does.
And it can help you get answers to like highly specific questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or generate reports that are like tailored to your exact needs.
Right.
The possibilities are pretty remarkable.
They are, yeah.
So we've got this powerful technology that's accurate, up-to-date, transparent, customizable.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate research and writing tool.
Right.
But where are we actually seeing this being used in the real world?
So that's what's really exciting. We're starting to see our Rag being applied across a variety of fields.
Oh, cool.
Let's take finance, for example.
Right.
Analysts are using our Rag to generate reports that include real-time market data.
So instead of relying on like static spreadsheets or outdated information,
Right.
they're getting insights that are based on like the latest market movement.
Precisely, yeah.
Wow.
Imagine making investment decisions, right? Based on the most current information available.
Yeah.
That's the kind of edge that our Rag can provide in the financial world.
That sounds like a game changer for investors and analysts.
It is, yeah.
But it's not just finance, right?
Right. What about healthcare?
Healthcare is another great example.
Doctors are using Ai.Esg. To get diagnostic support that's powered by the very latest medical research.
So instead of having to sift through,
Right.
countless journals and articles,
Right.
they have an AI that can instantly pull up the most relevant, up-to-date research.
Got it. Yep.
That's incredible.
It is, yeah.
It's like having a team of medical researchers at your fingertips.
Exactly.
And what about the business world? How are companies using Ai.Esg?
Well, businesses are using Ai.Esg. To automate report generation from their own databases.
Okay.
Think about all the time and effort
Yeah.
that goes into compiling these reports from all these different sources.
It's a tedious process.
It is.
And it often requires a lot of manual work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But with Rag, companies can automate that entire process, freeing up employees to focus on more strategic tasks.
It's like having a super efficient data analyst that can just churn out reports with incredible speed and accuracy.
And because it's using the company's own data, the insights are incredibly valuable.
It's like having a secret weapon for business intelligence.
Right.
While Ai.Esg. seems almost too good to be true, I mean, there have to be some challenges, right?
Right, you're right. As with any new technology, there are challenges and limitations to consider.
Right, okay.
And one of the biggest challenges is ensuring data quality.
Okay.
Remember, our age is only as good as the information it has access to.
So if it's pulling from like unreliable sources, the output could be flawed.
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
So it's crucial to make sure that Ai.Esg. Is using high-quality, reliable data sources.
Right. So garbage in, garbage out, basically.
Right.
Data quality is key.
Absolutely.
Are there any other like hurdles that Ai.Esg. Needs to overcome?
Well, another challenge is computational power.
Okay.
Ai.Esg. Is a computationally intensive process.
Okay.
It requires a lot of processing power to handle all of that data retrieval and generation.
So could that be a barrier for smaller organizations that might not have access to the same level of resources as larger companies?
It's a valid concern, yeah.
Okay.
Access to computational resources could be a limiting factor for some.
Okay.
But it's important to remember that technology is constantly evolving, right?
Right.
What might be a challenge today could be easily overcome in the near future.
Yeah, we've seen that happen time and time again with new technologies.
Absolutely. And there are brilliant minds working on making Rag more efficient and accessible.
I bet, yeah.
But even with these challenges, the future of Rag is incredibly exciting.
I bet. We've only scratched the surface of what Rag can do.
We have, yeah.
So what does the future hold for this, like, game-changing technology?
Oh, wow. I know, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Just imagine, right? Like search engines that can pinpoint the exact information you need.
Wow.
From these, like, massive data sets.
That's amazing, yeah. It would be like having a personal research assistant
Right.
that could just instantly find anything I needed.
Exactly.
What about the way AI communicates, though?
Yeah.
Sometimes it can feel, a
What?
bit robotic.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, is there any way to,
Yeah.
improve that?
So making those AI responses more human-like,
Yeah.
that's a huge area of research, right?
Okay.
So think about AI that can, summarize complex topics in a way that's, super easy to understand.
Okay, yeah.
Or write different kinds of creative content, right? Like, what if it could even adapt its tone
Wow.
to suit different audiences?
That would be incredible.
Yeah, it would be.
It's like having an AI that understands not just the information,
Right.
but also how to communicate it effectively.
Exactly.
So it's not just about text either.
Right.
What about
What about multimodal RAG?
multimodal RAG?
Yeah.
What's that?
So imagine AI that combines, text with images and videos and even audio to create these truly immersive experiences.
So instead of just reading about a historical event, you could actually see it unfold.
You could, yeah.
Hear firsthand accounts and get a much, deeper understanding of what happened.
Exactly. It'd be like stepping into a time machine or a virtual reality experience.
That's so cool.
The possibilities for education, entertainment, research,
Yeah.
they're endless.
That's mind-blowing.
It is.
It seems like RAG could completely change the way we interact with information, period.
It really could, yeah.
So we've talked about, all this amazing potential for RAG.
Uh-huh.
Are there any potential downsides that we should be thinking about?
Of course, right. With any powerful technology, there are potential downsides.
Right.
One that comes to mind is this issue of access.
Access. What do you mean by that?
So if RAG requires all this computing power, right?
Yeah.
It could create a digital divide between those who have access to those resources and those who don't.
Right. So not everyone has access to the latest and greatest technology. And that's something we should definitely be mindful of as this develops.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So access is one thing. What about control?
Control. So as RAG becomes more powerful, right?
Yeah.
And more integrated into our lives.
Yeah.
It's important to think about who controls the technology and who controls the data that it uses.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's about the people and the organizations behind it. And we need to make sure they're using it for good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not for, nefarious purposes.
For sure.
It's like any tool, I guess, right?
It is, yeah.
It can be used for good or for bad.
Yeah.
So it's important to have guidelines and regulations in place to make sure that it's used responsibly.
Exactly. And that's why I think it's so important to have open discussions, right?
Right.
And get diverse perspectives, involve ethicists, policymakers,
Yeah.
the public.
We need to be thinking about the broader societal implications of this.
Absolutely.
And make sure that it's,
Yeah.
used to benefit humanity as a whole.
And it's not just about preventing the negative outcomes.
Right.
It's about maximizing the positive potential.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's about using this incredible technology to solve real world problems, to improve people's lives, to, make the world a better place.
Absolutely.
This is really inspiring.
It is. There's so many possibilities, right? Think about how RAG could revolutionize education.
Ooh. Okay, tell me more about that.
Right. So imagine students having access to these personalized learning experiences that are powered by RAG.
Okay.
Right. They could ask questions and get instant answers based on the latest research.
Yeah.
They could dive deeper into topics that they're interested in.
Yeah.
Learn at their own pace with an AI tutor by their side.
That would be incredible.
It would be, yeah.
It would be like having a personal tutor that's available 24/7.
Right.
And knows everything.
And it could really level the playing field for students who might not have access to the best resources.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And what about healthcare? How could RAG transform healthcare?
Imagine doctors being able to diagnose diseases more accurately and efficiently.
Yeah.
Right. Using RAG to analyze patient data, medical images, the latest research.
It's like having a super powered medical consultant working alongside every doctor.
Yeah. And it's not just about diagnosis either.
Oh, okay.
RAG could help with personalized treatment plans, drug discovery.
Wow.
Even predicting potential health risks.
That's amazing.
It is. It could revolutionize the entire healthcare industry.
What about the business world?
Yeah. So in the business world,
Yeah.
imagine using RAG for market research.
Okay.
So instead of relying on those like traditional surveys and focus groups, right?
Right.
Businesses could tap into Rag's ability to analyze vast amounts of data, social media trends, customer reviews, competitor information.
Oh, wow. So it would be like having real-time insights into what consumers are thinking and feeling.
Exactly.
That would be huge for marketing and product development.
It would be a game changer, yeah.
Yeah.
And RG could also be used for things like, supply chain optimization, risk management, even predicting future market trends.
It's like having a crystal ball.
It is.
That can help businesses make, smarter decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just about, like, businesses and industries.
Yeah.
I mean, this has the potential to impact,
everything.
every aspect of our lives.
Right.
The way we work, the way we connect with each other.
Yeah, I'm really starting to see the big picture here.
Me too.
Rag
isn't just some cool tech gadget.
It's not, no. It's a fundamental shift.
A fundamental shift in how we access and use information.
Exactly, and it's a shift that's happening now. It's no longer a question of if, but when and how RG will become an integral part of our lives.
So what does all of this mean for our listeners? Like, what can they do to prepare for this Rag revolution?
I think the most important thing is to stay curious.
Okay.
Keep learning, and to be open to the possibilities,
Right.
Rag is a rapidly evolving field.
Yeah.
There are new developments happening all the time.
So don't be afraid to dive in and explore.
Exactly.
The more you understand about Rag, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this, like, exciting new world.
Yeah, and remember, Rag is a tool, right?
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Right.
So it's up to us to ensure that it's used responsibly and ethically.
That's a powerful message.
Yeah.
It's not just about the technology itself. It's about our values or choices.
Right.
And the kind of future we want to create.
Exactly. The future of Rag is in our hands.
Wow.
Let's make sure we use it wisely.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We've been exploring this exciting world of Rag.
We have.
And, it's like giving AI a direct link to, the freshest, the most up-to-date information, making it smarter, faster, more capable than ever before.
It's a game changer.
It really is.
We've moved beyond AI that's stuck in the past.
Right.
Rag is all about this real-time learning, these constant updates, a connection to the ever-evolving world of information.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It is.
We talked about how Rag can, make AI more accurate, keep it up to date,
right?
Make it transparent, even tailor it to, specific needs.
Absolutely.
The possibilities are mind-blowing.
Right.
And we've seen how those possibilities are, like, already becoming a reality.
Yeah.
From finance to healthcare to business, Rag is making its mark across industries.
It is.
It's helping people, make better decisions, get faster results, even uncover insights that, like, wouldn't have been possible before.
Right.
But we've also talked about, some of the challenges
for sure,
that come with this powerful technology, like ensuring data quality, addressing these potential access issues, and thinking carefully about who controls our Rag.
Right.
These are all important considerations.
Absolutely.
So as we kind of wrap up this depth dive into Rag, what's the one key takeaway for our listeners?
I think the most important thing to remember is that R is more than just like a cool tech trend.
Right.
It has the potential to fundamentally change the way we live, the way we work, the way we interact with the world.
It's huge.
And that change is happening now.
Wow. It's not something that's, way off in the future.
Right.
It's something we need to be aware of, to understand, and to engage with right now.
Right. And it's not just for, tech experts or scientists. Rag is going to impact everyone.
Yeah.
And the more we understand about it, the better prepared we'll be to navigate this exciting new landscape.
So if Rag can do all of this now, what's it going to be capable of in, 5 years, 10 years?
Well, that's a great question.
It really gets the wheels turning.
It does. And I don't think there is one single answer.
Right.
The future of Rag depends on the choices that we make,
the
questions we ask, and the actions that we take.
Right.
It's up to us to shape this technology
and
make sure that it's being used to create a better future for everyone.
It's a powerful thought to leave our listeners with.
It is.
The future of Rag isn't predetermined.
Right.
It's a future that, we're all creating together.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into ARG. We hope you learned something new, got your brain buzzing, and are feeling inspired to, explore this amazing technology even further.
For sure.
So until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep asking those big questions.
Absolutely.
That's what makes a deep dive truly rewarding.